Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another live stream about Outgunned. Today we have a lot of stuff to catch on because we are going to discuss about Outgunned in general.
Adventure, Outgunned Superheroes, a lot about that.
There's a lot of Outgunned out there. First of all, as always, thank you for being here. Let us know if you can hear us and see us properly. Yep, I'll just blab for another couple of seconds to allow everyone to join before we dive into all the updates that we have. As said, today we are going to talk a little bit about the fulfillment of the Outgunned Adventure campaign.
Yes.
And also about retail distribution, finally, of all the Outgunned line.
Something is moving. Everything is moving. But even on the retailer side, something is actually moving for us and for Outgunned. It's a really big goal for us, but we will talk about it in a minute. Let's say, first of all, hi to everybody, Chloe, Sam, Nate, Jay, Joao, your name, etc. Thank you, Jay. I don't believe you for a second here, but thank you for trying. Absolutely. Yes, everything is good. Everything else. There are a lot of people, more than 100 people in our party pre-launch page. I don't know what. I always forget the actual name. Our page on Bucket, but it's very beautiful. So thank you for being here.
There is actually already opened a page on BackerKit crowdfunding. It's called the launch party page. It's basically a pre-crowdfunding page. So if you go there, you already found everything that we say during this live stream posted as updates, all the art, all the information about Outgunned Superheroes. That's a cool feature that BackerKit crowdfunding has. And we are live on YouTube and on BackerKit crowdfunding right now. So, yeah, that's cool. Kristen received their adventure package. Really happy about that. Let's start by discussing about Outgunned Adventure. So, Outgunned Adventure was supposed to be shipped by the end of May, as you know. Instead, we managed to fulfill it, to actually deliver it 1 month, more than 1 month early, which means by the end of this month. I'm happy to say that by now I have the data here, more than 80, almost 90% of the backers already received their Outgunned Adventure. It's not shipped, they have it in their hands. We know there are some problems, some item missing. We do a lot of add-on, a lot of stretch goals, so people
don't worry, as I say to everybody, even if you see something asking about it in some forum or BackerKit, it's very hard to keep track of it. Just say to everyone, send an email at info@twolittlemines.net. I will say it myself as soon as I see, but like BackerKit comments are a lot of subsections, so it's not impossible that we miss something. Don't worry, we are already starting, at least in Europe, where there were less package to be shipped, to send the replacement and the missing order slash items already this week, and the next should everything be on their merry way, even for the second part. And of course, in the rest of the world, you are receiving a lot of them received, especially in the US, packaging last week. If you notice something is missing, damage, etc., send us an email, and we'll address this as soon as we can. Meaning, as soon as everything is shipped, I have a cute little document, and I'll send to our fulfiller so they next thing they can send us. I know that there are actually a couple dozen of you that locked their order very, very late. Don't worry, we're not gonna forget you. I still haven't sent this couple of dozen order to the fulfiller. As soon as we end this first big wave, I'll send those as well. As you know, you are always sure to get your rewards, even if you lock your order later. Just we already sent really big orders to the fulfiller, so to avoid any confusion, we prefer to send those and then pass on those that couldn't, for a number of reasons, lock their order in time.
I'm afraid, John Marron, you are not.
No, John, why?
But
I think they hate you. I think someone's on the grass again.
it's sometimes by choice, sometimes not, but it's a custom that people who work on this book are the last
Even
to actually.
I think Caterina is. I'm still waiting to be extremely fair. Rico got there before even our graphic designer. David got this stuff way before me. I still don't have. I just have the sample of the volume 2 stretch goal box.
Yeah, I also
Yes.
got mostly. I've got samples. I'm still waiting for something myself. Like I have one coaster. I have the sample coaster, and that's it. But they are coming. So pretty happy about the shipping and delivery. There is still, I would say, a 10% of the pledges that needs to be shipped. We expect
Yes.
everything to go out within
10%
7
are
days.
like 300-400. You are like 4,000 of you, so it's a number. But our fulfiller are working full time on this, so we are perfectly sure that everything will be on their way very, very soon. Of course, don't worry. Again, I repeat, if there is any problems in the fulfiller side, like missing information, I will get a notice from the fulfiller and I will personally contact you. So don't worry. If there's something you worry about, you will get an email from me if there's something you have to do.
So yeah, we expect in, let's say, 1/2 weeks tops
Yes.
before the start of the Outgunned Superheroes campaign on May 13th. Hopefully, everyone should have actually received their pledge, not
Yes.
just a shipping notification, but their pledge in their hand. That's at least the plan. So of course,
We already said that, but I know I like to repeat myself. Don't worry if you will live on some faraway lands like Europe. Don't worry about any tariff or something like this. Rest assured, we are handling, just to be perfectly sure with you, from the US, only the United States, Canada, and South America shipping, and even the extra borders, Canada and South America ones, are already, there's a word for it that I never remember, duty are already paid. So don't worry, you don't have to pay actually anything. The rest of the shipping are being held by Europe or UK, depending on the state. So don't worry about it. I just like to repeat, if you see something concerned in some comment section, just please help me to not spread any panic. There's no need to. We were very lucky and hardworking too, I must admit, because we managed to ship everything to our hub in the United States like 1 week before this old madness started. So we are good this time.
very very happy. It's not always that we can manage to deliver before.
Jay just started
Like,
shipping
yeah.
notification. Jay,
But
it's the power of love here.
on the other end, sorry if I use this. I steal some of your times for this, but I have to ask everyone, at least the people who are listening, to please try one to be a little patient because we are receiving like
Oh,
100
10,000s of email
of
daily.
emails of people who are anxious. Of course, I understand. We understand that you want to receive your package as soon as possible. Sometimes seeing other people receiving their pledge feels better because you know the pledge exists. Sometimes it feels, you know, a little bit worse because you are envious. We've been there, and we are there most of the time because I always receive my other crowdfunding late. But please try to be a little bit more patient because there is actually 4 of us working here.
We have 4 different hubs in
Yep.
different parts of the world that every single one of them works very differently. We have different system. Some of them manage to, like Studio 2 in US, to put on BunkerKit the tracking number, not in real time, like 1 or 2 days later, usually, but on the other hand, the European Italian, I have to do it myself by hand, so sometimes I forget someone. It's perfectly understandable. Just be sure that everything is on their way, and if some issues arises, don't worry, we will fix them.
So yeah, please, it really drains a lot of time just to answer all the emails. Please know 2 things that I want to say face by face. One, everything is going well ahead of the planned time, so there's plenty of time. Even if something happen, we can still do it in time. And 2,
Marco, I'll start right now.
and 2, sorry, please know that we are a very small company. We are different hubs. We are trying to keep everything in the family and manage everything ourselves, to give you this kind of one-on-one, support. It can happen that you receive your books damaged, that you receive a missing coin, that you receive, broken cards or tokens or whatever. We are here. We'll fix it. Just send an email. We'll fix it. I see sometimes people that are very concerned that they didn't receive something, or they. Please know that we are here, and we hear you, and we'll replace the broken item. We will send what's missing. It's part of the job. Rest assured, this is a for people business. We are actually responding to the comments, the emails.
Everything.
So it's all good. Don't worry. I know it's frustrating sometimes, but please try to bear with it, and just know that everything will be fixed. So
there's a lot of interesting questions in the chat. I see we already answered the action flicks one.
We'll talk about the action flicks in a minute. I want to.
There are other questions that I saw that I'm because I received a message now. I want every message. Thank you. Yeah.
Sorry, I want to just to explain. I know, Jay, that this is enthusiasm. Don't get me wrong. We know that all the emails coming, all the questions, all the comments. We know that this is a good sign. We appreciate that people are involved. We don't want to be one of those campaigns that you took part to and then forgot. We like the fact that you are actually waiting, that you are eager to receive your outcome and to start playing. On the other end, we are very few people, and answering all of these questions is time consuming, and we got books to write. So if you can be patient and send one.
If you have a problem, don't worry. Of course, send an email. If you're just concerned, please keep a little bit of patience, so we can actually have more time to answer the guys who have actual issues that are there. Very, very fast. Kristen asks, I hope you will offer the original Outgunned book with the new superhero Outgunned as you did with Adventure. Absolutely yes. Not only that, you will find every single Outgunned item in the new Outgunned Superhero campaign, meaning every book, every accessories, etc. So don't worry if you miss something. They are just doing Kickstarter. A lot of things you won't find in retail. We will talk about it in a moment. But during the campaign, we will offer dice and bullets and whatever. So,
this is about the shipping. To wrap it up, 90% of the bigger got their pledge. The other 10%, within 1-2 weeks tops, should receive everything. If you got a broken or missing item, please send an email to info@twolittlemice.net and we will address this.
Baldino, dear friend and great director of Outgunned during our last convention in Italy. Bye, Brillo. Mwah.
Moving on.
Have a nice day.
What do we have? So about retail distribution, other books, where can you find them? Sorry, I forgot to prepare this little graphic and I have to now. So retail distribution, you're asking us where I can buy Outgunned, where I can find Outgunned if I missed the campaign, and the answer is Free League. So as you know, Outgunned is being co-published with Free League under the Free League Workshop label, and that means that Free League will distribute all Outgunned books, not the accessories, but the books. So starting from, I believe, 60 minutes ago, something like that, starting from today,
yes.
You can pre-order Outgunned, Outgunned Adventure, Action Flicks Volume 1, Action Flicks Volume 2, World of Killers, Project Medusa, and Fall of Atlantis, and the 2 screen, the director screen and the adventure screen, from the Free League web store. So if you go right now to the Free League web store, you will find all the Outgunned products, and you can pre-order them, and they will start delivering, shipping, I believe, in 2 weeks. So in early May, but the pre-order is there. The question, will you find all the Outgunned stuff in the upcoming campaign for superheroes? The answer is yes. So if you need any accessory for the original Outgunned or Outgunned Adventure, please join the superhero crowdfunding campaign on BackerKit, and you will find everything, even the brand new stretch goal box. But there will be a pledge to take everything. There is a big pledge if you missed everything about Outgunned and now you want the whole package. There will be a very convenient stretch goal in the campaign, and we will offer a 2-wave shipping for that specific pledge. We are not sure if we'll be able, but probably not, we are working on that, but if we will be able to offer a 2-wave shipping for all kind of pledges. That means that if you want your Outgunned Adventure or your basic Outgunned or your World of Killer during 2025, your best option is to order it from the Free League webshop, because otherwise, if you take the superhero pledge with, let's say, an adventure add-on, you're probably going to receive this in 2026. So we managed to time just right with the guys at Free League. They did an amazing job with Outgunned, and so since the Outgunned Superheroes campaign start, you will start to receive your orders from the Free League web store, and that's the perfect chance to order all the books without having to wait for additional time. So yeah,
these, I don't know. Really appreciate the question. I don't know where they actually open the pre-orders. I know that they have our house Canada. I sent some items to them, so I'm pretty sure they have something, or they will have some items in Canada as well. I don't know, but you can of course write to the Free League support if you have any questions regarding this.
But we
Hiya.
highly recommend that if you are interested in the books of the original Outgunned and Outgunned Adventure, that you buy them directly from the Free League web shop, because it's easier for it's easier for us for Free League, and it's easier for you that you will receive them soon enough, not waiting for the end of the campaign and fulfillment of superheroes. Also, you are going to receive PDFs for that book, right? That books that you buy from the Free League web
Right.
store right away. While if you pre-order them, hi Arya, if you pre-order them on BackerKit, you will only receive the PDF of existing books uh,
2 weeks,
3 weeks
after the weekish after the campaign got, because we physically got your email address just after the payment is completed, and BackerKit gave you 2 weeks to complete your payment after the end of the campaign. So when we open the pledge manager, as we did in every other campaign, we will send immediately all the existing PDFs.
So yeah, and we will post the link. Unfortunately, we cannot post the link on YouTube, but if you go to the Free League website,
we can maybe have an update. I don't know.
yeah,
Post.
we'll post that on Facebook, but if you go on the Free League profile on Facebook or Instagram right now, there is a dedicated post for Outgunned. Moving on, this was about the Bugger Kit for Adventure and the retail distribution. Now let's move to the future, Outgunned Superheroes. So these past weeks we have talked about the upcoming action flicks. We have presented 3 action flicks. One was Killing Machines, that will add robots enemy and robots heroes to your game.
Yes.
And then we got V for Villain, that will allow you to play as a villain, and it's a lot of fun. It's a little bit silly. You've got to be kind of evil. It's more to play as the Joker than Thanos. It's more that that kind.
Of course.
You want to see the world burn. That kind of villain. And the third one, which was directly asked by you many
times in the last 3 years of our life.
It's Power Guardians. So your Sentai or Majoko action flicks to basically come in action as a Power Guardian or as a Sailor Heron.
Girl.
Oh yes, or whatever. What are action flicks? Just to wrap it up for the one of you that are actually new to Outgunned. An action flick is basically a hack for the game, is a supplement, a small supplement, 20 pages. There are many inside one book, and they are all different from one another. Some of them have roles and enemies, some of them have tropes and new weapons, new mechanics, dedicated mechanics, new vehicles, new gear. Some of them have just new, slight, modifications to the rules. And the idea is that we personally, Simone and I, Daniela, Caterina, and hopefully John, we haven't played with John yet, but we like to play Outgunned a lot. And when we play Outgunned, we try to broaden the spectrum of the game into different subgenres, like, for example, Power Guardians here, that's meant for Sentai. And sometimes we have to add stuff, remove stuff, change stuff to make the game work. And an action flick is basically that. It's me and Simone, we sat at the table and we decide, okay, what we need to change or add or remove from the game to play Power Rangers, let's say. And so every flick is a little bit different from the other. So that's, I hope that that answers. For example, in Power Guardians, you will find colorful tropes. So you will actually have red, green, black, blue, pink, yellow as tropes, available as tropes. So you are going to be actually, as in the original Outgunned, you are a jerk with a heart of gold commando, for example. Here you can be a red guardian. Red is going to be your red, for example, means you are courageous, valiant, natural born leader, etc. And this will actually change your character sheet. That just to give you an idea. But we got flicks for dinosaur, which actually
aliens.
We got aliens. We got
spaceships and Star Knights and
all sorts of stuff.
A lot of different things, really. A lot of different. We already have 22 of them. We just revealed 3 more. So we are 25 different flicks.
So yeah, there's a little bit. And as said, there is 3 flicks. The 3 one that you just saw are on the book right now in this book that we call Action Flicks Volume 3. But more flicks will be added as stretch goal during the campaign if everything goes right. We already said that we got more flicks ready to be added, and we are also reading your comments and taking notes and
yes,
asking
we'll see if we can manage to came up with something based on your feedback. Thank you, Kristen.
But as the action flick, as we revealed all the action flicks that we have ready, we are reaching the end of phase 2. As you may know, we divided this campaign into different phases. The phase 1 was the quick start release and the road to the quick start release. The second phase was the amazing action flicks, like presenting the action flicks. And the third phase will start next week. So it will follow, the third phase will follow the week before the campaign and the actual start of the campaign. And it will be a week dedicated to different pledge levels, to revealing everything, because there's still something that you don't know about Outgunned Superheroes and what you'll find inside the pledge. And we are also going to discuss a little bit more about the roles.
Yes.
And also about the upcoming stretch goals. And speaking of roles, just to end this live stream with a little spoiler with you, we got new role for you. Just to reveal it today. We already presented, we revealed 10 roles, which will be on the books from day 1. All these we didn't have the art ready for all of these roles. I believe we showed 5 roles. Armored Hero, the Champion, the Tank, the Shadow, and the Sorcerer. And we got 5 more to reveal, which are the Weapon Master, the Psychic, the Blaster, the Beast, and the Speedster. I'm very happy that I remembered all of them.
I don't know how I was looking around my screen every time.
I don't know how I did it.
It's already hard in Italian, guys. In English, it's super hard for us to remember the list of the roles.
And today we will reveal the Speedster. So we got a new art for you, which is the art for the Speedster. And later this week we are going to reveal the Weapon Master. So 2 very important roles, because One is my favorite, the Weapon Master, as like not the art, just the idea of the Weapon Master, and one is my least favorite, which is the Speedster, because I can't stand Speedsters. But this Speedster is pretty cool. I think we did a great job with the art.
Yes.
We discussed a lot with Daniela how to do a cool Speedster, because let's say not the best power. Not, I mean,
Runner, Oliver, like a speedster, like someone who runs very, very fast.
yeah, runner basically. So yeah, Speedster not great. I believe we did a
Speedster
cool
had
job.
the most fun and enjoyable superpower, I can guarantee. We will talk about it maybe during the actual campaign, but we already have something about the new superpower of this first hand roll. I guarantee you, it's a lot of fun to play as a speedster in Outgunned Superheroes.
The cool thing about we discussed a lot about the Speedster, because as people are saying from the chat, it's tricky because Speedster are either useless or completely OP.
Omnipotent. Yes.
Because it depends how quick they are. They're either they can dodge any amount of bullets, like Marvel's Quicksilver, or they can stop a single bullet like the other Marvel Quicksilver. So it's a thin line between the immortal X-Men's Quicksilver and the lousy Avengers Quicksilver. So what we did basically, we did a role that relies a lot on power, which is the superheroes' adrenaline. So as long as you get power to spend, you are pretty strong. And when you are out of power,
You are not.
yes, you
You are
got
so
to eat
not.
something. You got to do something. It's kind of a glass cannon kind of character. It's
Need step for speed. Jay, you are on fire today.
Jay, get out.
I must say.
So, without further ado, let us reveal.
Let's meet our speedster.
So, say hello to Quick Start, our very own personal speedster. As always, there is this little awkward silence as I wait because there's a little
Yes,
bit
we are
lag.
like 30-second delay. Thank you, guy.
Thank you, everyone. Quick Start was the
Daniela
perfect.
said just emerges from the shadow to say Daniela stop. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, quick start's the name.
Okay, I see a lot of love for Quick Start. I'm happy because we actually discussed a lot about
Yeah.
how should we do a speedster, and I'm happy that it's appreciated. Let's take a closer look at her.
Jay is on fire. Thank you, guys.
Thanks. So yeah, happy that you appreciate it. I think you will like the Weapon Master as well, which is kind of a weird character. So thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We will reveal. I believe today is Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday.
Yes,
Very
why not?
hard.
Why not?
Let's say
Let's
Wednesday.
Let's say Wednesday.
I mean,
So on Friday we should reveal also the Weapon Master on on Facebook. Sorry, on Facebook and
Yes.
Instagram.
we
The Weapon
probably
Master.
send an email just to show these two new roles for all the people that couldn't attend to live or don't have Facebook or ads.
And the Weapon Master is um, you can choose three set of weapon that will change your superpower. You can choose between blades, so double swords and that kind of stuff, double sai as Electra, or you can choose bow and arrow, or you can choose
Yes.
pistols. So
Yes.
you got this multiple choice.
Yes, it's a very huge type of superpower, meaning even two different weapon master could be two very, very different characters. But yes, you have like special moves and special bonuses when you use the type of weapon that you master. Of course, that's the name, weapon master.
I take that, Lou, and I agree that it's tricky when you do a quick start because we do
Yes.
big quick start. I know there's a lot of people that don't actually buy our game, that simply rely on the quick start and the pre-made characters because that they are close to 100 page. So we we are always unsure how much in depth should we go. I agree that some of the powers, especially the sorcerer power, could have used the full description that will be in the books.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll take it. I think
You guys must also take this.
It's a
I
trial
say
and
with
error.
all the love in my heart. When we put someone in the quick start, it's not 100% definitive, of
Yeah.
course, because we still have to finish the game. And so we try to put only the minimum amount of things that you need to play, and we know may change. Maybe the same character will have different traits, they have different feats, sorry, or maybe the feats will be different. I mean, you only see the feats inside the sheet and so on. If we put the entire superpower in the quick start and then we change something, it's very, very common that you guys, because it was your first meeting with these things, continue to use the first version, and it will be very hard for us then to change this. We already have this kind of things with the household quick start
Yeah.
that we changed the entire quick start a couple of times. But then I agree that superpowers are a little bit a lot more complex than your standard feats. So of course, for a perfect usage of the pre-made character, you would have need an entire. But really, guys, the sorcerer superpower is like a page. So we try these things in the middle. I agree, it's not optimal. We're trying.
Yeah, it's a trial and error. Also, sometimes it happens. It happened with the sorcerer. I remember that if
Yes,
we post the rule as is written now in our files, it makes a reference to things that are not on the quick start. So sometimes we say, okay, less is more because otherwise we have to keep adding stuff. It's really, but I understand that at this point it lacks some. The character description may lack something.
Yes.
So
yes.
so we'll.
And on the other hand, we could have used, like simpler superpower, but come on, the sorcerer. We really, really like the sorcerer
This
in
is
the
another
quick start.
mistake.
So that's also our personal, view on this. That's true. We could have avoided the sorcerers, but I mean, you saw Razor Raid. It's perfect.
Yes.
We love her.
Thanks.
Thank
a
you.
lot. And guys, I appreciate that you appreciate our own quick start, the second quick start for Outgunned Superheroes. We are having a lot of fun with the names of these superheroes because it's really crazy hard to find original names for your superheroes.
It's close to
Because
impossible.
everyone has done everything by this point, so it's really hard. But we are trying to have this a little fun with it. So get ready for next week because next week we will be here on I believe on the 7th of April, but we will say it on Friday. On the 7th of April, we will be here to start phase 3 of the campaign, and we will reveal all the the pledge levels, and we will make some spoilers about the stretch goals, and
Yes.
we'll have
We
lots
will
of
show
surprises.
what you can expect, some new things we still haven't talked about that you will find from day one in the campaign. We will
Um,
talk about it.
and also, we are going probably to show you the video of this campaign. And by the way, if you are here from minute one, you just heard for the first time the original soundtrack, the theme for
Ah, yes.
Outgunned Superheroes. And once we end this live in a minute, you will um, listen to it again. So as always, let us take a minute to say thank you to Jeff Grammy, which is the composer of the Household and Broken Compass and Outgunned Adventure soundtrack, and now he's working. He just worked at the theme song for Outgunned Superheroes, and it's great as always, if you ask me. So, um thanks,
Thank you,
Oliver,
Oliver.
and thanks to everyone for bearing with us and our Italian accents for almost an hour. Uh,
Wow.
as always, please let me remind you one last time that Outgunned Superheroes will be live on BuggerKit on May 13. If you haven't done already, you can download the free quick start on Drive-Thru RPG, and you can go to BuggerKit to follow the launch party page in which we are already posting all the updates. And if you missed the original Outgunned or Outgunned Superheroes, now you can go to the Free League web store to pre-order it and receive it in May. But you will also receive the PDF right away. I believe that's everything, and thank you guys. I'll leave you with the Outgunned Superheroes them song. Bye.